one thing that really frustrates me with a lot of the environmental community is this idea of like, you need to use less. It's like, dude, no, first of all, like that is such a like, congratulations, you've totally made it. You're not living, in like energy poverty.
Yeah.
But it's like the whole history of civilization is a history of using more energy.
Yeah.
Like literally, like instead of using GDP, I think we should just track, well, how many joules has society harnessed, which by the way, so why we're calling our summit the Type I summit. We want to get to a Kardashev scale Type I, harness all of the energy from our star. And it just makes sense.
Yeah.
And if, ideally we do that in a way without, negative externalities for society, but it's not like there's ever going to be a limit on what we can do with energy. Like there's even today, we're talking about AI and the huge training runs, but there's always going to be more inference we can do. There's going to be new technologies. Quantum, that's going to take energy.
Yeah.
Robots, that's going to take energy. One day we're going to get off this damn planet and start exploring the stars. We'll probably need nuclear for that, but like, there's no shortage. Like there is no top.
So the thing mindset I share is when you accept that, we have to conserve.
Yeah.
And where you end up getting to is that you end up regulating for scarcity.
Exactly.
Because you're like, because we got to conserve, now we got to put rules, we got to regulate. And from a top-down decision-making, regulation comes for scarcity mindset.
Exactly.
Versus doing a bottoms-up innovation for abundance.
100%.
And like that's where we got to be. That's the camp that we need to have more believers in.
Yeah.
That's where the camp of like solar overproduction is actually not a problem. It's a benefit.
There's no such thing as overproduction.
Yeah. And once you actually position yourself in a place like this wastewater plant I just told you about, where we're trying to help them. They've asked for the solution of how do we not use power from PG&E.
Right.
It's going to take a mix of nat gas, solar, battery. There's going to be like probably a good amount of solar curtailment that we have to do, about 40%. We don't want to send it to the grid. The grid won't pay for it. They don't need it. California's grid doesn't need any more solar. Like, let everybody know this.
Do you know of any distributed resource we get attached that happens to print money with it?
This is the thing, right? Like this is where we are getting to. This is when I saw Bitcoin mining.
Yeah.
As like
we're jumping into Bitcoin, ladies and gentlemen.
This is our segue to Bitcoin. This is when I saw Bitcoin mining as an energy play.
Right.
I was like, holy shit! Hold on a second.
Yeah.
There's a thing that I can plug into the load center.
Yeah.
That I can turn it on and off. And it can soak up any excess I would have. So I can go create more excess.
Right.
Because it makes my levelized cost of production cheaper. And this thing will actually pay for that electricity. And it doesn't need like uptime, downtime. It doesn't need me to like give it like a heads up that you're shutting down. Like it's just like, seconds. Like the moment you see that there is a flexible buyer of electricity and you see the solar overproduction as like a thing that is going to exist.
Overproduction.
Right? That's when you realize that, oh shit, now every like power plant, every commercial building, every operation that is now going to think about self-generation is also going to think about pairing that with a distributed consumer flexible buyer of that generation, because you gotta balance it. You're not going to send it to the grid.
Right.
Not for selfish reasons, but for reliability reasons.
Yep.
Like we cannot all be exporting power to the grid. Like that, anywhere after 5-10% grid penetration, we're done. Right. It doesn't matter where you are. But then you have to like figure out a way to self-consume on site. And that might be to train now data models, right? Like there are companies now building AI training models on a smaller distributed scale, right?
Super cool.
Like that's pretty interesting.
Yep.
Of course, Bitcoin mining, we've been, talking about this for quite some time. Powering robots, right? I mean, you're going to electrify more stuff, right? Like, is it crazy to think that like
charge your
every
car.
building, like, when you charge your car, it's like charging a robot, right? Like it's the next thing. It's like, at these times, I'm going to have excess solar or more electricity than I can use for my building. So I will generate load.
It's responsive. It's like, instead of, demand response, it's a supply response. It's like you're literally just like, I need more load on demand.
You once you get that mindset of like, oh, okay, I can actually do more now.
Yep.
I don't have to worry about how much electricity I use. I have to worry about how much more I could be using.
Yep.
And you're free to think that way.
Yep.
Without the guilt of where is it going to come from? And am I like straining the grid? Am I harming the environment? Like, no, you are generating your own power. And you have essentially free surplus excess electricity to put it into use that you can utilize, whatever it might be. your brand of choice might be Bitcoin mining, or it might be AI training, or it might be powering your car or your robot that will do your whatever chore for you.
Yeah.
Like that is the world we're heading into.
Yeah.
And that's enabled by solar. So that's why I focus on solar.
And you know, all I can think about is who wouldn't want their own money printer? Money printer go burr. Just plug that in. You know?
So I mean, we're getting there, right? That's the other trend that's like,
yeah.
Sometimes it's scary. You're like, oh man, shit. Bitcoiners have been right. You know, it's like, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I know.
And it's kind of crazy
Over
to have
and
been
over.
on this train for some time now. I'm like, shit, what if you're actually right?
Yeah.
Right? I mean, it's kind of scary, but it's like,
Well, why scary?
I mean, the level of, I'll tell you why it's scary. Because I have friends that I see the oh shit factor in their minds, and they're like from TradFi world.
Yeah.
And, you know, now Bitcoin has been around long enough in the people's radar, and, you know, it's gone through its like tulip bubble a few times that people have stopped believing the tulip bubble story. Like that doesn't come up anymore, right?
Yeah.
2013, 2017, 2020. And, you know, like, I've had enough years with my friends about these conversations that like they're like now realizing that, oh shit, like BlackRock's behind this now, right? Like Big Daddy is behind it. It's not.
Once BlackRock's scary, it's not going away.
it's not just like, you know, your one buddy who is into it.
Unless your buddy happens to be Larry Fink.
I mean, exactly, right? Like the person you work for, right? And I'm seeing not mentality, like opinions aren't changing. People that are our age, TradFi, have held on this belief that this thing is like insane and not right, and it's a gamble, whatever. They're seeing the fear of like, oh shit, you know, what if it's actually right?
Yeah.
And they don't want to switch over still. And I think the resistance against it is going to probably actually build up more.
Yeah.
Now it's kind of like this, you know, the chart that you see on the Twitters, like it shows like the
curve,
the low IQ person, the high IQ person, the smart person in the middle, right? Like the bulk of the people
can't do that.
the bulk of the people that are smart or average, you know, whatever, they're here and they're still not buying it, right?
Yeah.
You know, we happen to be on the one side, the low IQ or the high IQ. I'm not sure, but
depends on the day.
Depends on the day. Yeah. But it's I've seen the fear, the concern of like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, what is money, and why is Bitcoin still a thing? And how has it not gone down? And was it wrong? No, I'm not wrong. Like there's something else wrong. And there's almost like a violence inside that I see in people that it does concern me. I'm like, these are, you know, my friends are examples of many other people that we hope to see and to realize and make a, you know, sound decision with their investment choices, and you know, the longer this train goes, if it happens to be in this same trend, or even, you know, even a minor, you know, uptick on this curve, on this trend, I don't know what it's gonna do. Like,
well, I mean, one thing that I have to say about that is I actually I agree with you, and it's very interesting. Have you read Why the Yuppie Elite Dismissed Bitcoin? It's a fabulous paper. This guy, Jesse, back, he used to go by Creases. The TLDR is like, to really get grok Bitcoin, there's an axis, and one side of the axis is, you know, intelligence. You need to be smart to grok a lot of this stuff. The other is like, how much do you trust in the system? And it matches up so well with my experience. Like my friends from more traditional TradFi type world still don't get it. They're smart, but like that kind of forces like questioning, like, wait, what if the whole system I've contributed to is a scam in a sense? But my friends from Mexico got like that because none of them ever trust their government. None of them ever trust their currencies. My friends from Argentina are like, well, of course, like the currencies get inflate, right? Anyways, so one thing that I'm excited about is even if individuals don't make that decision, seeing more pension funds, institutions through energy infrastructure. Like, you know, is there a way to kind of like, hey, you may not know it, but maybe one day the Tesla solar panels you put on your roof have an ASIC embedded in the inverter, and you're just like, you don't know what's going on, but you know, you just like, you're benefiting from this kind of Bitcoin dividend yield. So it's like invisible, you know? That's the way I think we have to do it.
Well, like just, it's baked in, it's part of the lease structure of the panel. People don't have to worry about it and, you know, set up their own node or whatever. I think those are very much possibilities. And again, just like solar, I feel it's still very much early days too.
Oh, it's even earlier than solar.
But there's like an interesting dichotomy, right? There's like data centers, right? that were like the topic of like where Bitcoin mining could happen,
Yeah.
like distributed mining versus data center, and then AI came,
Oh yeah.
and all of a sudden we have like the two spectrum of buyers of electricity, right?
Mm-hmm.
We have AI data centers, which are the best buyer of electricity. The highest price goes to AI data centers right now, right? They will pay any money,
Without a doubt. Yeah.
right? Maybe retail California electricity buyers are the first, right? Because they pay like 40, 50 cents. But
because the mafia, I mean,
but
sorry,
like-
the utility tells us what we pay.
but like you can't go to the free market side of it. Like
Yeah.
AI data centers are the best, most expensive premium buyers of electricity. If you
Totally
have
makes
if you
sense.
have power to generate and you can sell it to somebody,
Yeah.
go to an AI data center.
Agreed.
And then on the opposite end of it, the worst buyer of electricity, right?
Well, depending on your frame.
I guess, yeah, the worst buyer of electricity is stranded electricity. You can't sell it to anybody.
Yeah.
The next worst buyer of electricity is a Bitcoin miner because
Right.
it buys the thing that nobody else wants to buy, right?
It's the bottom feeder.
It's a bottom feeder. And that's by design. And there's a
Right.
lot of beauty in Bitcoin mining being the bottom feeder, the second worst buyer of electricity after nobody else wants it. It's like you're at an auction. Can I get a penny? No? Okay. Bitcoin miner comes in and buys
Come
it.
on
right?
in. Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
you know, it's like that's what Bitcoin mining is. And people still haven't connected two dots on that one either. But yeah, between these two spectrums, there's a lot of opportunity for, figuring out how to, plan and power your grid.
Yep.
And, either alongside with the grid or off the grid, where you don't have to worry about overgeneration and oversupply of electrical equipment because there is buyers of electricity on every range.
I love it.
And yeah, I think that is like Bitcoin miners actually kind of showed the way of like, hey, you can build generation, don't worry about it. And also an AI came, say, hold my beer, I want all that power.
Wait,
So the game shifted a lot.
Yeah.
But it's still true. But Bitcoin miners are still the cheapest buyer. And they create opportunity for power generation.
And it's funny because, I mean, everyone used to bitch about Bitcoin electricity usage.
Yeah.
Now that AI is just like, hold my beer, everyone's like, well, I guess
Yeah.
it's pretty small compared to that,
Yeah, and everybody's using some AI tool, so they're happy for this to exist, right? They're not going to complain much.
Exactly.